And welcome back to Let's Play Zelda Oracle of Ages, and I guess technically Oracle of Seasons, because last time we beat Ages, but we're not done yet. Because since we linked the two games together, Zelda kinda got kidnapped and they're trying to revive Ganon, so we need to go stop them. Anyways, but yeah, technically this is the post-game for both games, so before we do that though, I do have a little bit of a puzzle I need to do here. So, the game is basically just going to infinitely loop. It's basically the version of the Lost Woods. So in order to figure out the way forward, all I have to do is look to see which way the eyes are not pointing. So we see here he's facing left, down, and right. So we need to go up. Here, down, right, and left. So we just keep going up. Up, down, and right. So we go left. But yeah, there's always going to be one direction where the eyes are not looking. Left, right, and down, so go up. Forget how many times I have to do this. Up, left, and down, so go right. Up, down, left, so keep going right. Got it. Right, down, and left, so we need to go up. And made it. Okay, before we do this, though, let me just double check a few things. Between episodes, I did go and grind some medicine, because I'm definitely going to need this for this battle. We have the heart ring and the blue ring. Let's get blue on. Oh, nope. Blue on. And we'll keep the heart ring in case we need to regen health. But since I do have medicine, I feel like the blue ring is probably the way to go here. Because if I die, we can just get our health back once. Otherwise, I'm seeing if there's anything else I need to do right now. Feather and sword is probably the best way of going about this. I have the level 3 sword. We have plenty of seeds. No, I think we're good. Let's do this. Let's get Zelda and get out of here, or not. Yeah, of course it would never be that easy. Yeah, we kind of don't want Ganon to come back. This, I believe, takes place after Link's to the Past. So we have already killed him once. So theoretically, we could do it again, but let's try to avoid doing that altogether. But yeah, we finally have to deal with these two after they've been annoying us for, like, 2 games now. Alright, boss time. Well, there was no transition there at all. But yeah, this one is basically Dead Man's Volley again. The thing is, we have to reflect the fireballs into the opposite sister's colors. And I am kind of awful at it. Because here's the thing. We've already seen my ability to reflect things when playing baseball in this game, right? I am kind of terrible at aiming my shots. Oh, wait. Okay, that doesn't change the fact that I'm terrible at this fight. I think I accidentally got really lucky there. But yeah, all we need to do is reflect the fireballs of the opposite sister's color. The easier way to do that is just hide in the corner and just keep swinging until they get reflected back. But, I guess I accidentally did it right. Alright, but it's not done yet, obviously. This is Twinrovia we're talking about, so we need to actually fight Twinrovia. Anyways, Twinrovia is relatively simple. Her whole thing is basically, she'll switch between ice and fire phases. All we need to do is smack her with our sword. Come on. Until she does that, and then hit her with the Mystery Seed. Honestly, we might just keep the Seed Shooter out, just so I can swing whenever, or, shoot whenever I need to. The problem is doing that, though, is I don't have the ability to jump out of the way of her attacks. But that should be fine. One other advantage I have right now is the fact that I have the level 2 sword, which, if you're playing a Link game, I don't know why you wouldn't have the level 2 sword at this point, but theoretically you don't need it. You can fight her with both the level 1 and the level 2, or I have a level 3 sword, but you could theoretically fight her with the level 1 or the level 2 sword. The only thing is, I think you have to do spin attacks with level 2. Otherwise, it won't do damage. But since I have the Master Sword, I can just swing away at her and do enough damage. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I lost more health than I was hoping for because I kept falling into the lava. But hey, we beat Twinrovia. Unfortunately, it turns out they didn't need Zelda this entire time. She could have just sacrificed herself the entire time. I feel like that should have been plan A, to be honest, if she's this, like, dedicated. But, hey, Ganon. Good to see you in Game Boy form. He seems a little mad. Alright, anyways, actual final battle against Ganon. So Ganon is weirdly straightforward in that you don't need any special items or anything, you just need to hit him with the sword. But here's the thing, if you have a level 2 or lower sword, you have to use spin attacks. Otherwise they will do 0 damage. Since I do have the Master Sword though, my attacks are kinda absolutely burning through his health. Because spin attacks do, I believe, twice as much damage as the usual swing. Alright, phase 2 time, phase 2, oh god. Oh god, my eyes, okay. Phase 2. Phase 2 is weirdly straightforward and, oh, I won. Anyways. Phase 2 is supposed to be kind of hard. So what happens is basically when the floor is like this, your controls completely get randomized. So basically I was trying to move and wasn't going the right directions, but I wasn't kidding when I said the level 3 sword kind of makes that last phase a bit on the easy side. Huh. Alright, that took a lot less time than I thought, but alright, I'll take it. Alright, well, we killed Ganon. I mean, technically we failed at that part, but we killed Ganon after he was summoned, so it all worked out in the end. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, why they would still need Zelda. Still, that Ganon wasn't too bad. The horrific floor patterns notwithstanding. Turns out all I really needed to do was just tank his hits and smack him in return. Oh. Yeah, we should probably get out of here. Yeah, let's go, Zelda. Or, we can just take a shortcut. Oh, right, I forgot the tree has a crush on me. Maybe we should have done Season second, just to avoid that. Oh well. But yeah, we saved Zelda. Everyone's here. Even Did made it over. Somehow. We defeated Ganon once and... well, we defeated Ganon for now, as usual. Also, why are we explaining the Triforce now? That feels like that should have come up way earlier. Yeah, this one might have been better to do Season 2nd. The Maku tree here probably isn't very happy about that, but you know what? Everyone seems to be pretty glad about the results. But yeah, with that, that is both Oracle games back to back and linked together. Overall, still really like these games. I do think, in terms of the mobile Game Boy Zelda games, I do still think Link's Awakening is my favorite. A lot of that is nostalgia, to be fair. The Oracle games did do a lot of interesting things. Some of the dungeon designs are a little bit not great. Looking at you, Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. But overall, still pretty solid Zelda games. Also, yeah, I guess we do get to see the final credits, with both games linked together. Things are pretty happy in both lands. But yeah, from what I remember, I believe there was, planned to be a third game of the series, but in the end they just ended up with 2, and honestly, with how the linking system works, I think 2 was probably the right number to go with. I do wish there was a bit more, Link content at the end. Because, yeah, we got through that final, quote-unquote dungeon area pretty quickly. It doesn't help that with the level 3 weapon, or level 3 sword and all the upgrades, it's not exactly hard to get through. Also, annual companions, 100% needed more of. In both games you use them for one segment and that's about it. I don't even remember if we used Dimitri ever again after his segment. I don't even know where I left Dimitri. He's out there somewhere, he'll be fine. Also, Zelda's presence does feel pretty tacked on. Although the story of the Oracle games aren't the strongest in general, but you know what? I'm still glad we played through these games. It's been a while since I've done a Zelda game. I think the last one I did was, in fact, Link's Awakening, huh? But yeah, there were a couple of side things I still hadn't finished. I didn't get all the heart pieces, and technically there's an optional, the Hero's Cave gets revamped between games if you link them together, but probably not going to really be doing that, to be honest. There's not much reward from what I remember. Plus, we've already beaten the main story. We don't need to go through it again. But yeah, in terms of what comes next, I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out eventually. Probably won't be another Zelda game for a little bit, though. Man, the Super Mario Club is the name I haven't heard for a long time. Are they even still around? I don't think so. But yeah, I always remember them being at the end of the credits in pretty much every old Nintendo game. I don't actually know if they're still around now. Huh. Probably not. It's been God, when did this game come out in the 2000? Around 2000, I think. So it's been over 20 years since the Oracle games came out. But with his time in these lands over, Link is off to another adventure. And off he sails. By the way, Link's Awakening takes place after this on the timeline, so, this journey isn't gonna end well. In fact, it's gonna end pretty disastrously. But you know what? He doesn't know that yet. I'm sure he'll be fine. But yeah, if we ever want to do like a second playthrough, we can enter this to go back, I believe. Okay, I think we can enter this in seasons to kind of do a second playthrough of that, from what I remember. But either way, I'm probably not going to bother. But yeah, that was the Oracle games. Pretty fun, and then I guess I'll see you guys in the next project. Bye, everyone.